It's been a while since Duggar News followers got to catch up with the Duggar family through their TV shows. TLC had to cancel them after their scandals caused havoc in the nation. But over the years, they had gotten familiar with their way of living and their strict IBLP norms, which are very gendered. There were strict courting rules in the family as well. But over the years, many siblings stopped adhering to all the norms. Many also began to question and tweak what their religion meant to them. It seems like Jana and Jason Duggar were some of them. In an interview, Jason revealed how he ended up meeting his now-wife Maddie, and the plans he had for his sister Jana to seek a partner. Duggar News followers know that most of the siblings are already married and settling down. Jason Duggar became the recent one to follow this path. This year, he finally shared pictures with a woman and let viewers know there was someone in his life. After seeing how close they were in pictures, fans began to question if he was courting her or dating her. Well, Duggars follow strict IBLP norms. Within it, they are prohibited from being physically affectionate with their partners before marriage. Even after their engagement, they are only allowed to hug each other during the courting period. So viewers were in shock when Jason announced that he instead dated Maddie Grace and didn't court her. In fact, he revealed how he ended up meeting her and also wanted her sister, Jana, to do the same. Jason Duggar has recently said "I do" to his bride, Maddie Grace. They were dating for almost a year before they decided to tie the knot. He never really shared details about how he met his partner until recently. While Duggar News followers were assuming he did so through his church and courted her, that wasn't the case. Jason instead sent Maddie a request on Instagram. He revealed how he spotted Maddie in the Instagram suggestion section. That's how he sent her a request. And the both of them hit it off until they began to date and tied the knot a year later. It turns out, Jason also suggested his elder sister Jana to go down the same route. She tied the knot before Jason and did so at 34. Her younger brother had hoped she would find a man in the same way he met Maddie. But Jana ended up having her happily ever after with her old boyfriend Steven Wisman. They had broken up in 2020, but reconciled in the beginning of 2024, and decided to marry in August of this month. All in all, viewers were happy to see the Duggar siblings push past the toxic teachings and choosing for themselves. Keep an eye on TV season and spoilers for more Duggar News updates. Counting on alum Jason Duggar recently opened up about how he met his wife, Maddie Grace. He's the most recent Duggar to walk down the aisle this year. His wedding was only 2 months apart from Jana, who married Steven Wisman in August. But what caught the attention of many was how Jason encouraged Jana to enter the dating world again. Keep reading to see what he said. Many fans have thought Jana would stay single for her life. She was the oldest Duggar to remain unmarried. The Counting on Alum also said in one of her interviews that she's fine with living a single life. Some people also believe Jim Bob and Michelle wanted her to be the family's caretaker, especially for her younger siblings. But many were surprised when she announced that she married Steven in Prairie Grove, Arkansas. Jason also had an interview after marrying Maddie Grace. But what caught the attention of many was when the Counting on Alum shared what he told Jana when he was still courting her. According to Jason, he scrolled on social media to look for his significant other and said the same thing about his oldest sister. He added that it was some kind of dare that he'd still find the right person, and Jana would too. I was talking with Jana. I was telling her, I was like, listen, Jana, you got to put yourself out there if you want to find a guy. So I was like, look, listen, I'm going to hop on here just to find someone, just to show you that I can do it, he added. But despite Jason's advice, it seems Jana focused on her longtime friend, Steven, who was reportedly linked with her back in 2020. Over the past few weeks, Jana has been documenting her new life with Steven. The Counting on Alum often uploads YouTube vlogs featuring the renovation of her Nebraska fixer-upper. Members of the Duggar family have also been helping the newlyweds with the renovation. Jana Duggar is starting to share videos from her courtship journey with Steven as well. She even promised her followers that her next vlog would showcase her bachelorette trip. Jana Duggar will never go against her parents, that much is clear. The Counting on star and her husband, Austin Forsyth, were on the Unplanned podcast to talk about everything Duggar. They are the third Duggar couple appearing on the podcast, following Jana Duggar, Jeremy Vuolo, Jill Duggar, and Derek Dillard. Joy was open about her struggles with postpartum depression after the birth of Gunnar. That added to her feeling as her sisters released books and Jill and Derek appeared in Shiny Happy People. When talking about her mom, Michelle Duggar, Joy had nothing but praise for her. Austin was on the same page as his wife regarding his mother-in-law. Naturally, the Unplanned podcast hosts were interested in Michelle Duggar and her mini pregnancies. Jana Duggar worked it out, and Michelle had 19 kids and 18 pregnancies, including the baby she lost after Josie Duggar. They talked a bit about how active Michelle is, revealing she babysits roughly 5 days a week across all grandchildren. Joy was wide-eyed as she spoke of her mom as a lolly, listing off what she does with the grandchildren when she spends time with them. Austin Forsyth said Michelle was selfless, and Joy agreed and said she was almost too selfless. Except for Jill Duggar. The siblings have all gone out of their way to ensure they speak highly and kindly about Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Jana Duggar has been cautious about what she says and doesn't say, especially now. She admitted that Jana Duggar's book rocked her world, and she is questioning her faith. The Counting on star will likely choose the route Jana did, and blame the teachings, not her parents. Jill went the other way, revealing her conflict with Jim Bob. Her relationship with Michelle was better though, and it seems that despite their differences, the latter still shows up when her daughter needs her. The adult siblings still walk a fine line with their parents. They don't want to rock the boat and lose access to their younger siblings, especially Joy. She spends much time with her younger sisters, who can sleep at her home, indicating that Jim Bob and Michelle trust her. Joy and Austin Forsyth praising Michelle isn't shocking. It is on par.